Fatima was Prophet Muhammad's daughter. Actually, she was the youngest daughter of Prophet Muhammad. When Fatima was only 5 years old, her dad used to go to the cave. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go to the cave, and it's the time when Prophet Muhammad knew he was a prophet. When Jibreel came and told him to read, Fatima was only 5 at that time. Fatima loved her dad so much, and she grew up in Islam. She grew up knowing that her dad was a prophet. And when Prophet Muhammad and all the Muslims after 3 years were sent out to Abu Talib's valley, remember the time when no one will buy from them, no one will sell them anything. They were so hungry for so long and so tired for 3 years. Well, at the end of the 3 years, Fatima's mother, Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, died. Fatima was really sad that her mom died. Prophet Muhammad was also sad. Remember, he called that year the year of sadness. So Prophet Muhammad lived with Fatima all by themselves in that household. All of her sisters were older than her and they were married. So Fatima took such good care of Prophet Muhammad. She will do everything for her. She will support him. She will see how he was treated. She was a huge support for him. Her nickname at that time was Ummu Abiha. Ummu Abiha means the mother of her father. Imagine, she was only 8 and her nickname was the mother of her father, from how well she took care of her father, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Well, Fatima lived with her dad for so long, since she was so small, remember? And then they lived alone after her mom died. So she would resemble Prophet Muhammad in all of his manners. She will eat like him, she'll smile like him, she'll walk like him. She was just like Prophet Muhammad. One day, when Fatima was about 9 years old, she was with her dad praying at the Kaaba. They went to pray, they were facing the Kaaba and praying. Well, guess who came? Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl was not a very good person. He didn't like Prophet Muhammad. He didn't like Islam. He was a big guy. So he walked with his friends. At that time, someone just finished slaughtering a camel. So all the filth and the guts and the blood of the camel was on the floor. So he looked at his friend Abu Jahl and said, guys, I dare you to take all of that filth and blood and throw it at Muhammad while he was praying. One guy said, I'll do it. Well, Prophet Muhammad was praying, remember, and Fatima was right next to him. Well, the guy took all the blood, all the filth, imagine, and threw it at Prophet Muhammad while he was praying. Fatima was only 9. She got up quickly and she started cleaning her dad and removing all the things with her hand. She looked at her dad when he finished his prayer and tears were in her eyes. Prophet Muhammad said, Fatima, don't be sad, my daughter. Don't worry. Allah will take care of your dad. Allah will give your dad victory. Fatima loved her dad so much, she would defend him at any time. Well, Abu Jahl didn't like that. One time, while Fatima was walking near the Kaaba, she saw Abu Jahl. And Abu Jahl came to her. Imagine this big guy. Fatima was only 9. He took his big hand and he slapped her on the face. Her face was really hurting. She was really upset. But Fatima didn't cry. She didn't go home and start whining about her situation, say, nobody likes me, he was mean to me, what shall I do? I don't want to go out anymore. She didn't do any of that. She said, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to stand up for myself. She went all the way to the leader's house. Abu Sufyan was the leader of Mecca at that time. She knocked at his door. He wasn't even a Muslim guy. She knocked at his door and she told him what happened. She told him it wasn't fair what Abu Jahl did to her, and she feels that the way he treated her is really, really not just. Well, Abu Sufyan was not a Muslim, but he was a fair leader. So he said, fine, Fatima, let's go. He took Fatima from her hand and they went to Abu Jahl's house. And he told her, you can slap Abu Jahl the same way he slapped you. Fatima did. And she went home so proud of herself. And she told her dad what she did. Prophet Muhammad liked what Abu Sufyan did. And he made so much dua for him. Later on, Abu Sufyan did become a Muslim from the dua that Prophet Muhammad made for him. Prophet Muhammad loved Fatima. He honored her so much. If Prophet Muhammad was sitting and Fatima walks into the room, he will get up, walk to her, hold her from her hand, kiss her between her eyes, and sit her down where he was sitting. He treated her with a lot of respect. He loved her. It was a beautiful relationship between Prophet Muhammad and his daughter, Fatima. Later on, Fatima married when she was older. She married Ali bin Abi Talib. And Ali was a very good Muslim. He was not rich at all. Actually, he was poor. She didn't care about that. She just wanted to marry a good Muslim. They had 5 children: Hassan, Hussein, Kulthum, Zainab, and Muhsin. Well, only 4 left. Their house was very, very simple. They had only few things. She just didn't care. She used to work so hard. Her hands were full of cuts and blisters. And Ali sometimes couldn't even move from how tired he got. One day, Ali and Fatima went to Prophet Muhammad to ask him if he can give them some help, like maybe a servant or someone to help them at home. Prophet Muhammad said, well, I can't give you that, but I can give you better than that. They said, what? He said, every night before you go to bed, you say Subhanallah 33 times, Walhamdulillah 33 times, Wallahu Akbar 33 times. If you do it every single night before you go to bed, Allah will take all of your tiredness away. You won't be tired anymore. And your work will become easy. Try it, guys. If you really have a lot of work, say it, and your work will become easy. Better than a servant. When Prophet Muhammad got very, very sick, Fatima walked into his house. She looked at him. He was so sick he couldn't even talk. She knew he was dying. So she started crying. He said, come to me, my daughter. She came closer to him. And he said, Fatima. He whispered something in her ear. We don't know why he whispered at that time. So she started crying even harder. Said, come closer again. She came closer to him. And he whispered something in her ear. She started laughing. Aisha said, what happened? First you're crying, then you're laughing. Please tell me what happened. She said, first Prophet Muhammad told me he's not going to survive this sickness. He's going to die. So I was so sad. I started crying. Then Prophet Muhammad told me that I will be the first person from his family to join him. And she started laughing because she really, really wanted to join him. Prophet Muhammad used to call Fatima the leader of the women in paradise. She was the queen of the women in paradise. She used to love that. She used to laugh about that. She was one of the 4 greatest women. Khadija, her mother, radiallahu anha, Fatima, Asya, the wife of Fir'aun, and of course Maryam, the daughter of Imran. After Prophet Muhammad died, 4 to 6 months, Fatima got sick. Then one day, she got up, she took a shower, she sat in her bed. She called Ali, her husband, and she said to him, please, I want you to take care of the kids and everything. He said, what's going on? She said, I have a very special appointment with my dad today. And Fatima died. Ali was really sad, but he was really happy for her that she was now with her dad and inshallah in Jannah. Because you remember, Prophet Muhammad told her she's going to be in Jannah. This is the story. This is the end of the story of Fatima radiallahu anha. I hope you guys like it. Show me thumbs up if you like the story.
I like.
MashaAllah. She's a great woman.
He's my favorite prophet.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet.
See you in class, Aziza.
Okay, bye guys. Assalamualaikum.
I miss Aziza.
Assalamualaikum guys.